Hello everybody, welcome back, good morning. Right, we'll make it nice and short, I don't need to make a long video about this. If you want to join the Patreon, there's a link for the description. We'll do a live stream tonight and we can look at all kinds of stuff there. So in the very short term, as in like for the rest of today, basically for Sunday usually ends with a bit of red basically, then hopefully gets picked up in the same direction it was in on the Friday. So hopefully tomorrow we'll see continuation. But for today, I imagine it's going to sort of like bleed a little bit. Even if we do get a pump, I imagine it'll sell off. There's a few reasons for that, but we'll start with the most boring of all, the 1 hourly chart on Ethereum. Look at this chart right now. Flat as a bloody pancake. Now, there is bullish things on this. I'll explain it as simple as I can, really. What we see over here is a conversion baseline cross above the cloud on a 1 hourly, by the way. The cheeky span is actually above the price action, so that actually means that there's a trend signal, believe it or not, on the 1 hourly at the moment, provided we don't close back within this price, which is 4,748. We're now 4,761. So really, you can't put a Rizzler paper between it. We are bouncing from a centre of a Bollinger Band, your 20 and your 21 on, and this is, look, just remember, this is just the 1 hourly. By the time most of you watch this video, you'll know more than me, because the move will have likely played. So at the moment, it does look like it wants to bounce from here, and the trend signal is in play, and so a bounce from here takes you up to the resistance, which is literally a tiny, tiny piece of price action. We are talking a massive 1.08% move. Now, obviously, we want that to break for continuation, but because it's Sunday, I'm not so sure as it's gonna. But the trend signal's in play, got hidden bullish divergence, but I'm unsure. We saw a similar bit of boringness around here, didn't we, really, to be honest with you, with less signals and setups on it. So maybe it does break out. But the reason I said it's more likely to come down overall is when you zoom out a little bit higher, you can see that, fine, fair enough. We've hit the resistance again in the last sort of 5 hours, and now we're sort of moving back down again. We've got supports on the 4 hours, probably the best place I'd go for. So 4,700, 4,600, 4,550, thereabouts. I don't know if we'll be going lower than that. If we were to go lower than that on a 4 hour, it's probably going to go much lower than that overall. Because when we look at things on the daily, it does start getting a bit scary. Now, overheated read over here, bearish divergence ever since. And the only thing that's going to cancel this out is actually a tearing up move, a huge move, because we are getting sort of bearish divergence, and we've had it for a while now, had it for over a month, but it's still kept on going. But now we've got the RSI down at 66, we've got the money flow index down at 54. If this decides to wake the hell up and shoot up towards the top levels of a resistance that we've got on the chart, which is roughly around 7,000, it could do it. It could break all the bearish divergences. The money flow index is at a significantly neutral area, should I say. It's not overheated anymore. So if the volume did come back into this, and look, I've seen the volume on this at $6 billion, 24-hour trading volume. In the last cycle, anything trading at that was unheard of, and even Big Daddy Bitcoin. So there's plenty of money going in and out of Ethereum. There's plenty of money out there to rotate into other altcoins. There's plenty of money. Trust me. I know the spot ETF and this, that, and the other, but there is still plenty of cash out there. It just needs to be spread out a little bit further. I think it will. So let's have a look at one last thing before we go, and I'll leave it with you there. And if you want to join the streams, then join the streams. So the Bitcoin dominance chart, unbelievable amounts of bullish divergence on this one, yet it is not playing out. So this normally suggests a bounce should be on the cards. We are below the support, and the bullish divergence has not helped it. It's not a tradable chart. It's more of a reference, I think, as to where the money is. And at the moment, the money is in Ethereum and perhaps maybe going to go into some other altcoins. This would normally worry me. This support would worry me also, but generally it's a downtrending chart, so I'd expect continuation down. So I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, you guys must be bored as hell. When I wake up in the morning, I talk about what I think it looks like for the day, whether I'll be right or wrong. I couldn't say really. Because, again, you only get to see one video each morning. I exist in a 24-hour period for myself. So, there's other things I can do when I see charts. But you'll get this little snippet with me here, and you get your live streams, Wednesdays and Sunday nights if you're a patron or whatever. But it must be pretty boring because overall, I reference the same analysis I've had for a couple of years, which again is up, down, up, down, up, and at the moment we're going up. And we should be reaching a new high for the total two, which is all altcoins, but largely driven by Ethereum. So, I mean, is it boring or is it nice to know that it's the same plan is in play and we haven't changed the goalpost? I quite like it, but I understand it's not very entertaining. Maybe I should start putting pictures of myself, at the front of my YouTube videos. Go, oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying the same thing again for every day for 2 years. Oh my god, everything is exactly the same as I expected. Maybe I should do that, or maybe not. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.